let's talk about user acquisition. How can you get more and more users for your Shopify bot? How can we get people to find your bot, use your bot, and use it in such a way where later on you can share new products with them, help them buy on their birthday, and so on. So in this video, I'm going to show you some of the more popular ways. A little bit about my background. About a year ago, I did work with Near Group. Near Group is one of the most popular bots. We do about 100 million messages per day. And I've also been a consultant with Swelly. Swelly is one of the most popular bots, a little over 6 million users in their first year alone. And then also some of my bots, and I'll show you which one. The Chatbots Conference Bot has 4,500 users. Chatbots LifeBot has 127,000 users. So when it comes to getting users, there's a number of things that I've done that have really helped me out and that have worked. And I think if I share these ideas with you, it could really help you out. So the very simple things that you definitely want to do is once you're in your Shopify template, you want to come down to grow, and you want to take advantage of all these different growth tools here. So I already have gone over customer chat plugins for your website, but using and taking your traffic from your website to your bot is a very, very powerful thing, because you could always message those people later, and their engagement and their click-through and open rates are way higher than email. So I think this is one of the best strategies to getting users for your bot, is drive traffic from your website right into Messenger. There's a second way to do that, and this is with the check box plugin. And this one, you've seen it before. It's basically a little checkbox that's already checked. And when somebody is on your website and they push the button, it automatically sends them a message. So this is really popular way. It works really well with things like abandoned carts, receipts, extremely popular with receipts. And this is going to be a feature that GoBeyond's going to be adding out of the box automatically, so you don't have to do any coding. But if you want to do it now, you still absolutely should. And then other things is make sure you get your code generator. Once you get this code right here, you can attach it to any block, any specific block in your bot. So in other words, imagine if you were sending someone a t-shirt that they just bought from you. On your packaging, you could have this code, and this code could say, scan me for an additional 10% off, or scan me to see what's the coolest XYZ product that you have. Whatever your call to action is, you can use your call to action where it's surprising, where it's interesting, where it gets the user to scan the bot. The scan code goes exactly to the block that you want them to see based on what they scanned, and now they're engaging with the bot based on a product that they've already bought from you and you've sent them. If you're in Amazon, if you're selling on Amazon, this could be a perfect way to get people's information. The other way that works really, really well is simply just by going on and using Facebook ads. Chatfuel has a whole section where they talk about how to get people from ads and comments, but basically you can send traffic to your Facebook Messenger bot from Facebook ads now. And a lot of people have been using this really successfully, and they're getting users for like pennies. Really, literally, they're getting users for pennies on the dollar. So that's another great way to get users. And of course, you should make your bot discoverable. The way to make your bot discoverable, so that way it surfaces up when people are searching, either up here or on Messenger, is by coming to your Facebook page, going to settings. Once you're in settings, go to Messenger platform. Once you're in Messenger platform, you want to scroll down to discoverability. And here you're discovering status. As you see, we haven't submitted ours yet, but what you want to do is you want to tell Facebook what your bot is about, choose your primary and your secondary category, figure out what your top keywords are. You can have up to 10 of them. Your primary language, your summary of how you'll be using your bot, and you submit it. And then you want to make sure you have your discovery visibly to show on. This is hide, so we definitely want it to show, so people could discover your bot. And then one of the other really powerful things that Facebook lets you do later on is, if you're in the United States, for $99, they will match and they'll give you data on the people that are using your bot. So I think that's definitely worth it. And there's 3 more things that I want to show you real quick. So one is when a Facebook page has a really high response rate, Facebook will actually show users on Messenger, and it'll showcase that page, also known as a bot. They'll showcase that bot because it has such a good response rate. So when someone comes in and they search something that's related to your product, let's say that you're selling, let's say you're a plumber. You could see Joel the plumber's up here, a bunch of different plumbers. In the future, when people are looking for services, they're just going to come here and they're going to message them. If someone wants t-shirts, for example, you have a couple of t-shirts, businesses that are showing up on the search result. And what you definitely want is to show up and be one of the top ones here. And in order to do that, what you have to do is a couple of things. One, you have to have a really high response rate. So you're responding to people's messages right away. The other thing that really helps is to be the most popular one in your category. Like this page has 839,000 likes. I mean, that's pretty good. And then the other thing that you want to do is you want to have a bot that has really high engagement. So when there's a really good engagement with your bot, then Facebook is going to showcase it on Facebook Discovery. So it's not available on the desktop version, but on the other version, it's always there. So you can always see what bots are being featured by Facebook. And the way to get yours featured is by having really high engagement. That means people are using it for 5, 10, 15 minutes at a time, which is how we got featured. And last but not least, there's 2 things that Facebook is playing around with. One is chatbots helping groups of people. So pretty soon chatbots are going to be in these group chats, and say a group of people want to do something together, like watch a movie or go on a trip. The bot will be able to help arrange that whole event for them. If you have a Shopify store, and let's say you're selling items to pregnant women, just off the top of my head, imagine if the pregnant woman can come on and she could say, hey, I want these 10 things, and then she could share them with her friends, and then her friends through a group chat could decide which one's going to buy what, or a wedding, right? If you for wedding gifts, right now people are going to like Amazon.com and they have their wish list. In the future, you're going to be able to do that through a group chat and have your bot manage the whole wish list situation. So people don't just have one place to go to; they can go to a couple of different places. So that's one thing to think about. The other thing to think about in a really big way is that right now, when you're walking around outside, when you're traveling, Facebook knows where you are. They know exactly where you are, and they know what your preferences and your likes are. And what they're doing now is they're introducing people to nearby bots. So if you have a local business, or if your Shopify store has a local location, that could be another way where you can be really interesting to people. Just by virtue of them walking around or being in your vicinity, Facebook can introduce you for that reason. So I hope this has helped. If you have any questions on user acquisition, let me know, and I'll try to help you guys. All right, have a good rest of your day, and thank you. Bye-bye.